Today I want to talk about the Givenchy Prism Libre new serum foundation, and I want to test it against the Skin Caring Glow foundation. So if you do have the old version, I want you to see if there is a difference in them. I have no clue. This is the first time I want to put them like head to head. So I'm going to do one side with the old one, which is the Skin Caring Glow, and the other side with the serum foundation, and see what the difference is and how they actually look on the face. Now, the only difference that I know for sure there will be a difference is the actual shade. The new one I picked up in more of a rosy undertone, and this is a little bit more warm yellow, so we'll see how it's going to show up on the face. I already have my eyes done, so I've used my new Armani eye tints, and I have the shade 22M right here. And then on top, the sparkly one, I have this one, which is 67S. I love this. Be very careful because they are super pigmented. So just start with a small dot and blend. And for eyeliner, I have my Natasha Denona Micro Eye Crayon. And this is in the shade brown. And of course, my top lashes are with the Tarte tubing mascara in the shade brown. I have not done my bottom lashes because we're going to play with this foundations. And then we're going to continue playing with the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm palette. I heard this is back. This is my old one that I still have. So let's get started. And I'm going to start with my Solara Suncare. And this is an SPF 50. I really love this one. It comes with a pipette, but it's so nice and hydrating, and I love a good SPF. So I want to see if you do have the Skin Caring Glow foundation, if it's really worth buying the new one, like what I did. I know that I love both, but I want to put them side by side and actually see if there's a difference and how I feel about them when I have them side by side. Because when I wear them individually, I love both the same. Maybe the new one a little bit better because I think it's a little bit more lightweight. But I think price range, they're in the 60s. Okay, so I do have a clean brush, and I have my Makeup by Mario F4 brush. So I'm going to use one side for one and one side for another. I have my beauty sponge. First of all, side by side, this is what the bottles look like. So we have the old one right here, and the difference is you don't have the Givenchy on it. It says actually on the back. And the new one, which is here, it has more of a raised logo, and there's the Glow Serum Foundation, and then on the back you'll see that it has the actual shade and some information about the foundation. But that's the difference in packaging. They look quite similar on camera. The Skin Caring Glow, which is my old one, this is in the shade 1N95, and the serum one is in 0C. So let's start with this one, 1N95. And I'll put it on the back of my hand so you can see the actual formula. And then I'm going to go with the actual serum. So they're both pumps. So here is the old formula, the Skincare Glow in 1N95. And then here is the serum in 0C. Very similar in actual consistency from what I see, very creamy and thick. You can notice that this is more of a rosy undertone, more yellow, which is my fault. That's how I chose the shades. And if I were to blend, I think you can see a little bit better the shades. I'll keep it further away so that the light doesn't distort the color. But definitely, based on this, I love this more. The shade fits me better. It's okay. We are going to see how they look on the face separately. So here's a close-up. This is the Serum Foundation, and this is the Skincare Glow Foundation. Let's go ahead now and try this on the face. So I'm going to start with the Skincare Glow Foundation. I can tell you that this foundation provides hydration, looks flawless on the skin. It's supposed to be a 12-hour wear type of foundation. I did not see those details in the serum one. It's glowing and it's supposed to correct, so I'm going to go very little because I'm going to start with this much. I don't want to be too much. So I'm going to do this half of the face. I'm going to go with this big size from the Makeup by Mario F4 and see how this looks. You can see right away that it's very nice and glowy and hydrating. Glowy in a nice way, not, what do you call it? Not sweaty looking or not oily looking, what I'm trying to say. So this is with that much of a pump. We see if we're gonna build it up or not. But here is the Skin Caring Glow foundation in 1N95. Actually, it matches really nice. You can see that it's not a big difference. And now I'm gonna go with the Serum foundation. And on this product, this one has, again, hyaluronic acid, a medium coverage, long wearing, a natural finish, and it's supposed to be lightweight and hydrating. So I'm gonna start with the same amount, see how this one performs. So I'm gonna switch to the small brush right now so that we don't contaminate them. And then at the end, I'm gonna go with the sponge. I think I added a little bit more on this side. We can always build it up on the other two, not a big deal. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the brush. Just want to make sure I push it in so you can see that the amount of coverage is quite big. I have a lot on my nose, so I'm going to go with my sponge to push this in. And then I'm going to go on the other side just because I added just a tiny bit more, I think, on this side. And then I'm going to switch the sponge and do the same thing on this side so that we can have it equally applied the same way. And then switch it again and to finish this side. Now we can look up close. So I know, based on this, maybe I didn't shake it enough, but very interesting. They both look very beautiful. But this one, being a serum foundation, it seems like it's more, not as glowy as this one, but maybe because this one we applied too much. Let me go a little bit more because I want to make it equal and apply more here and see if that has to do with anything. So I'm going to go with the big side brush and apply it. Okay, so I can tell right away, very interesting. I did not know that. When I use them separately, I cannot tell the difference, but putting them side by side, you can see that the Skin Caring Glow foundation is on this side, 1N95, and the Glow Serum foundation is on this side in 0C. So they are both hydrating, glowy, beautiful looking. I have no issues with either. But the difference that I've noticed is the serum one doesn't look as glowy and as hydrating as the Skin Caring Glow, which is very interesting. I would have thought that this one would be more lightweight. This one feels more lightweight, more skincare-like. This feels more foundation-like with skincare in it. So interesting. Now that I put them side by side, you cannot see the shade difference at all. 1N95 and 0C. Only when I swatch them, you can see that this side is more pink undertone, this more yellow. But on my skin, they actually transfer very similar. I cannot tell the difference. So again, this side looks more glowy, which is my skincare glow, and this is the serum, which doesn't look as glowy, but it still has that nice natural finish and very hydrating, non-drying. It just, in comparison to this one, it looks a little bit more drying, but when you wear it by itself, it wears very nice throughout the day, because I did wear this foundation by itself. Ooh, okay, so this is again what they look like. This is the newer one that I have. This is the old version, so I'm happy I have both, and I will be using both. I spend a lot of money on this, so I don't want to throw one out, but I will make sure to maybe even combine them one of these days. Okay, so let's move on to this Nudegasm face palette. I know Charlotte Tilbury just came out with the same palette. She released it again, and I didn't rebuy it because I still have mine, so there's no need to. So I'm gonna go into these two bronzers right now and bronze up the face. And I'm gonna go with my Hourglass two-ended brush. Yes, I do own other brushes. However, that's my favorite. This is my favorite brush. I've always loved the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm palette, and I was so afraid that I'm gonna run out of it. And it was like limited edition, I believe, or discontinued or something. She didn't have it till recently. She released it again, so I'm happy because I can always repurchase it, and I know I love this so much. The shades are beautiful. The highlighter seems a little bit more on the golden side. We can use a tiny bit in today's video. But I'm not going to use the blush out of this palette. I'm going to use a different blush that I have in mind. Or maybe I should. I wonder if I should. You know what? Let's use the blush because I think it's going to look super nice with the eyes. I was going to use my YSL, which is a pink one. But I think I'm going to go with this blush because I think it's going to pull in the eyes together. More of a neutral nude look. So I can see that with both foundations, nothing's being disturbed as I put the powder bronzer on. Again, this side looks definitely more hydrating. Very interesting. This looks more not as hydrating as this. Wow, I would have not expected that. They're quite similar. You know, I don't know if you need to buy the new one, if you have the old one. If you're more of a minimal makeup person, then don't spend your money on the new one because they're quite similar. Depending if you want more matte, this looks more matte than glowy, then you can go ahead. Or you can always, if you buy it, you can always combine them together and create kind of your own formula in between. My other hourglass, and I'm gonna go into this highlighter just to highlight this area. Not too much because I don't want to put too much texture here where I smile. With this type of powder, you have to be careful if you have smile lines because it could look a little bit chalky throughout the day. So just a little bit for extra highlight. I would not add too much. And that's with every type of powder highlighter. I would be careful if it's this type of consistency. Now let's move on into this beautiful blush. Look how nice that blush looks. It has a nice sheen to it. So again with this, just go very slowly, especially if you have textured area here, or if you do have texture, it will emphasize it because of the nice sheen it has. But I know that I have smile lines there. My eyes, it could get too heavy if I apply too much. So I'm gonna switch it and just make sure that it's all blended together. Okay, so let's finish the eyes with the mascara. So I'm gonna quickly apply mascara on my lower lashes now that we're done with the foundation. And I'll be right back with lips and my final thoughts on these two foundations that we put head to head. Okay, so let me bring you in super close. This is the closest I can bring you in. So here I will have my Skin Caring Glow Foundation on this side right here. So I will let you be the judge on what your favorite side is and what type of texture foundation you prefer and finish. And then here we have the new one, the Serum one. Still very beautiful, not as glowy as the other one from what I've noticed. So with both of them, I suggest to go very little. Don't overdo it because it could become a little bit heavy. So I think it looks really nice on both sides. I think today I prefer the old one. But I do know that I do love the Serum one because I have tried it and it looks really nice throughout the day. So I definitely recommend both. It's not that one is worse than the other. It's based on preference and finish. What do you think? So comment down below and let me know which side you like, the old side or the new side. So let's move on to lips. For lips, I'm gonna go with this Makeup by Mario Sculpting lip pencil in the shade DMITRY, and it's a beautiful lip product. It's just another regular lip product. It won't last you throughout the day, but the shade is so pretty. So as long as it lasts, it looks really pretty. It's kind of in between. You see, it looks rosy, but it also has a perfect amount of brown in it. It's really pretty. I'm gonna fill it in a little bit to bring in this color on the lip as well. And I did learn a trick, which I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm excited when I learn all these tricks. I'm gonna use a little bit of powder And I'm gonna go with this little cute elf triangle puff. It's so cute and tiny. And I'm just gonna go into the powder and just powder around the lip liner here, because apparently, which makes sense, common sense, makes the lip liner last longer. Especially when you use a lip liner that's like not waterproof or long lasting. So for the actual lip, which that looks really nice, I'm gonna go with this Tarte Juicy Lip product, and I have no clue. Oh yeah, the shade is here in the shade Rose. It's right there. It's so pretty. So it looks like this. Be careful with this one. It's a click one, so if you click too much, you won't be able to pull it back. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit. This is what I wore at the beginning of the video on bare lips. And just like this. Like, look how nice this combo looks. It's like these two products were made for each other. This Makeup by Mario and this, right? They're from like the same shade family. Love it. You can see right there. So pretty. Okay, so here's another close-up after we've spent so much time together here. So you can see, again, this is the old formula or the first Givenchy foundation, glow foundation, and this is the serum foundation, which is very interesting that the serum one is not as glowy, even though this is called glow foundation. But I think they're both really nice. Both shades look nice. This one looks like it was powdered. That's what I'm getting, right? This side looks like powdered, even though we didn't powder, and this is more healthy looking. So today I'm going for this one. I like this side better. Which side do you guys like better? Make sure you comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think of this foundation or which side you prefer better. Well, I hope this was helpful and giving you kind of an idea on which one to get or which one you think you like better based on this. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.